Okay, before the final announcements, I'd like to call in some guests just to get some feedback and get them to introduce themselves to the club. First is it Doriana?
Dion.
Okay, sorry about that. Could you please introduce yourself to the club? Tell us how you found out about us and what you thought of me.
Okay. So my name is Dion Jackson. I'm a senior here, and I found out about Toastmasters just through Googling ways to get over my anxiety issues. And I saw that we had a club here on campus, and I actually know someone, William Imadosi, who's also in Toastmasters. So I came out, and I'm glad I did.
Thank you. It's a universal problem.
Yeah.
You're a member, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot
Just
your name.
joined, but then I had like a big week of tests, so I haven't been here last week.
Gotcha. Well, welcome back.
Appreciate
Good to have you here. Do we have any other guests? I see Lola's here. I think that's it. Enrique, you're not a guest.
Because I'm not looking.
All right. With that being said, I'd like to introduce the new officers for next semester. These previous officers have done an outstanding job, and as we leave and end the semester, next August through 2018 May, we have officers taking up the role to lead this club into the new year. New semester, new academic year. So with that being said, I'd like to call on these people and congratulate them with you all. Our mentor for next year, who's in charge of keeping all the guests and new members on a path towards success in Toastmasters, will be none other than our general evaluator this evening, Austin Leach.
Are we standing up here?
Do you want to say something?
Oh, say something, okay.
I said, do you?
I'll do it. Okay, so I feel like this is definitely the position that I belong in because this was not something we voted for. It was something that I pointed to technically. But if I had been stood up during the election meeting, I would have talked about how I've spent the past 3 or 4 years tutoring my friends in various subjects. I've always been the kind of person who wants to help other people, my peers, succeed in their classes or whatever's going on with them. And like this Toastmasters, becoming better speakers. And I feel like I'm good for the role.
And you are. And you are. One of our most caring and most effective evaluators. Thank you, Austin. He'll do a great job. Our sergeant at arms takes care of the equipment and also counts all of the votes every week. He's here to greet people as they walk in and as they leave. And this past year was Fahim, who was elected for sergeant at arms for the next academic year is Ikra.
Well, if you were here for my election speech, which wasn't prepared at the time, I feel like I'd be a good fit for the Sergeant at Arms because I love coming and greeting everybody as they walk in, and I'm like really organized. I'll like get all the stuff in. Today was not a good example because I was not Sergeant at Arms yet, so that was Fahim's fault. But I'm really looking forward to the next year. So, yeah.
Our Vice President of Membership steals all of our money every 6 months. And to steal our money for the next academic year is Bhanodai.
I've learned a lot since first joining this club in August of 2016 at the constant persistence and nagging of my sweet mates, Austin, Tyler, who isn't here today. For me, during my campaign speech or whatnot, I insisted on not only having individuals walk through this door, but being able to come to meetings consistently and being able to feel satisfaction with their improvement in their time as member of Toastmasters. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Our treasurer academic year, came up here and delivered a very bold speech about all the money and sponsors we're going to get next year. And I have no doubt in my mind she will bring that for us, for our club. She's not here today, but please let's give her a round of applause. Jessica Parks. Our secretary for next year will be in charge of all social media. These videos, these important videos will be trimmed and put online for all to see. So this is a great position, and he brings a lot of experience. Let's welcome for our secretary for next academic year, Jiten Pant.
So I just prepared it right now because I didn't want to miss saying some important things which I wanted to say. So Alex, George, Austin, Enrique, Zack, Jason, Fahim, Kyle, Blade, Nasir, Mary, Ryland, Ksenia, Pippala, Bhanodai, and I'm so sorry, Lola. First of all, I wanted to say thanks to everyone who trusted me because I'm one of the newest members in the club. I joined in January. So thanks for putting in faith, listening to me, trusting my words, and beyond everyone else, I would also like to thank Fahim who encouraged me to stood for the position because I was not prepared for it. If you would have noticed me, I usually come prepared for my speeches. I was wearing a jeans that day, which I usually avoid when I have to give a speech. So I was not prepared. So I guess as a Toastmasters member, one important role everybody has to play here is to encourage others, and Fahim, you did a great job, man. You gave them a new secretary for the club. Besides that, I also made a promise that I will take the current membership number to 100, and I was not saying it for the heck of getting your votes. I still stand by my words, and I'll sweat my blood to make it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jiten. One of our most experienced Toastmasters will be taking the stage and the position for Vice President of Public Relations. He likes to speak, but he also likes to listen. Let's welcome Zack Varghese to the stage.
So all of you that were there when we cast our ballots for the election heard my plan, and I'm going to follow through with that. Toastmasters, as all of you that are members, I mean you invested in this club, know that this is an amazing club that develops communication skills like no other club here. It has international recognition, and you all know that. Unfortunately, not a lot of people do. And my mission next year is to make sure every single person in this university knows that there is not only a Toastmasters club, but there's a Toastmaster club here that is dedicated to make them a better speaker. And like I said last time, that doesn't apply to you because you already know that. So I'm looking for people to step up to the plate and put those skills that they learned on this stage in front of a stage of hundreds of people. Because honestly, this is a practice stage. If you want the real experience, go in front of hundreds of people, give 5 or 6 facts, and you'll experience what it is to be a public speaker. And trust me, it's more exhilarating than you'll ever believe. Thank you.
Vice President of Education is the next person I'm going to announce. They've been with us a shorter time than Zack, but they show a lot of promise. Vice President of Education, they get each member to progress, keeps track of all their goals, and make sure the roles and speeches given every meeting are given equally to the members of this club. Let's welcome George Dozel as Vice President of Education.
backtrack from Zack and go to Jiten and just say genuinely thank you to all of you who voted for me and elected me. I really appreciate it, sincerely. Representing you as the Vice President of Education means a lot to me because I think I'm really well suited for the role because I like to learn. And plus, I definitely want to keep on top of you. I was talking to Alex today about how I genuinely care about improving myself. I was here a long time ago when I saw Zack initially, and he was very awkward. He had twitches that I don't know how somehow he managed to fix. I don't know. He had stuttering issues, and I'm just being honest. And I admire that. I admire you today with your speech. I was very impressed. You captivated the audience immediately with the story about the most inspirational character or the person that you've ever met, and to all of us, we were intrigued. And you haven't had that kind of presence before where you've captivated our attention. And for me to see that progress is something I care about, that I want to improve myself because I'm not the best of speaker. So I want to improve myself so that I can share that with all of you and make sure that I keep track of all your progress and say, hey, you haven't been doing it. My buddy came in here, Tanner, I think he came in last week, and I was just like, hey man, you haven't spoke up, say something, and then he was able to do the table topic. So I want to be a part of that and make sure that each one of you are getting it in, getting whatever you can, even if it's a small role, all counter and building up, because that's kind of how I started and how I'm trying to get to, so I can eventually do these roles that are a little longer. So I just wanted to say, keep it short and just say thank you to all of you.
Borjas is here to light a fire under every member, keep you progressing. Last but not least is our president for next academic year. This academic year, we had a vision to be presidential distinguished, which means we have to have a lot of members speak and a lot of members complete a lot of goals, which we will be completing in the next week and a half. So congratulations to all of you for being there as a club and working together. But for next year, to lead us on a new vision and a new journey is none other than Tyler Chan. Tyler Chan isn't here today due to some test. But if you come next week, you will see him. He will give you his vision on the last meeting of this academic semester, which will be April 17th. I just want to say I met with each one of these officers, and they're all super motivated to not progress themselves, but everyone else in this club. And they will be here every meeting to watch the progress and to contribute. So everyone should be super excited. I know I am. Last but not least, before we end this meeting, I want to make sure everyone is using the Facebook page. Is everyone part of our Facebook group? Raise your hand. Okay, awesome, good. That's where we will be signing up for roles this week. Tyler Chan, our VP right now, normally comes up here and gets everyone's roles for next week. But if you go on our Facebook page, where will you find the role sign up?
On the right side.
The right side?
Click see more.
Click see more?
Yeah.
See more.
See more?
Sign up, blank sheets, and then you do spring 2017.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Facebook group description, you click on that, and it will lead you to the role sign up on the Google Drive. So heads up, you can sign up for roles months in advance. That's why I tell before Blake's speech, you can sign up months in advance if you want to, or days. It's up to you. So if you would sign up for those roles before the next meeting, I think most of them are filled, but we might have a few open. Does anybody have any questions or announcements? YouTube. These videos, thank you. These videos will be on YouTube, unlisted, but there will be a link to our Facebook page. So everyone should be able to access them and better themselves and their speaking. This is a vital tool. It's you get kind of anxiety watching them, but it will help you grow. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Any other questions, comments? Tyler and Jiten went to the TED Talks. What did you think about that, Tyler?
TED Talks were awesome, guys. Not only is it important that you, in order to grow as a speaker, not only is it important to you to get up on the stage, but also to listen to other speakers. even if the speakers aren't good, you can tell what you don't want to do. Well, not that they're not good, but they're not as good as others. You can tell like what not to do. You know, don't like how to, and you can tell and start picking apart what are bad transitions, what are, because you're hearing it from them. When you're up on the stage, you're not thinking, most of us aren't thinking anything but, you know, okay, I gotta say the right thing in the right order, with the right tone, with the right hand, all that stuff. You're not even thinking about how it sounds to everybody else. So when you go to an event like that, you really listen for those like, transitions, hand movements, clarity, and also Jiten and I talked about it. When you get up and talk, you can talk all you want. You know, you can talk and be completely, you know, grammar mistake free and perfect clarity. But if you don't connect with the crowd, none of it sticks. There were speakers there while I understood what they were saying. None of it really clicked for me. Not necessarily because it didn't connect emotionally. It's because when you're on that stage, you have to have a presence. Like you need to, you know, kind of command a presence that demands their attention. And I'm not sure if that's something you can learn or an act you're just born with, but there are speakers that have it and speakers that don't. Also, you go to an event like that, especially TEDx, you can actually sign up to speak for yourself. There were people who were never part of Toastmasters, and, you know, they were talking about how they never spoke in public that were signing up. So if they're signing up, and you're in here and you're practicing it every day, I mean, you already have a leg up. Just the fact that, you know, and you can even nominate yourself, just the fact that you're in Toastmasters, it's like, hey, you know, I already publicly speak, you know, go ahead, give me the position, give me the interview. I mean, look at me, I have the required material. So it's just a really good thing to get out and go and do extra events.
Thank you, Tyler. I think we have a few people in this club that also signed up for next year to talk for TED Talks, so we'll be helping them along the way in their journey to speak in front of a larger audience. With that being said, I think we have awards, and then we'll close it. So let's welcome Fahim to the stage to announce awards.